Hello everyone. It's been a long time since I've made a video. Like a very long time since I made a video. And I know for a fact that I wanted to get this started like a long time ago, but I just never really put effort into doing it until today. So my first project I recorded is going to be making this wired angel. I don't really know where to start. I don't really know how to start. However, I do know that this little project that I just finished, this little, is a foam, it's not foam, it's a cardboard tree that I wrapped in fabric. I'm going to put an angel at the top of that. And I'm thinking maybe to use this little lint roller. It's like the miniature ones, the carry around ones. Use it as a base so that it's not too wide when I sit it up on the top of the tree. Have that and then just go from there. I guess I'm just going to start here. And luckily I have these little things right here so I can hold this wire in place if I can actually get it in there. Just wrap it around so I can get it stable. Like that. So that when I pull it, it don't go anywhere. So I'm going to wrap it around here a couple times. I'm trying not to make it too tight because it does have this little edge on it. I got this wire from I want to say JoAnn Fabric a couple of months, maybe about a year ago. Honestly, they might have it. I'm not sure, but it was in the jewelry section, and I think it was like $7. I think, but of course I always use a coupon. So I have about that much in there. I think I'm going to make it a little more thicker. I think that's good. I think I went around maybe like 15 times. Right there. And I'm going to try to figure out how to take this off without jacking it up. Okay, so luckily this lint roller have like little ends to push in, so I was able just to squeeze it off that way. And I took the little extra piece off that I had wrapped around the edge up there. I'm going to wrap it through here so that the coils don't come loose. This is the end of it from where I first started. This is kind of hard because I'm not used to like working with a camera. I mean, I've done it before, but I'm trying to look on my TV because I'm casting the camera onto the TV and make sure I'm still in view. Alright, so this is what the little ring look like. You can see it actually looks like a little ring. And so just to see how far it goes on the tree, I think that's perfect. I think that's good. You cannot see it. It's so terrible at this. Yep. Okay. So I think the next step would be maybe to, I don't know. I really don't know. I think to chop this off and wrap it around again and then start creating like lines going up for maybe like maybe legs or something. I'm gonna start there and see how that goes. Okay, so as I was thinking, I don't ever see a lot of angels with legs. So I skipped that and I just went ahead and started making the dress. So what I'm thinking is to make like gathers at the top and then have the bottom opened out like that. It's so hard to see. Like this. That's terrible. I need to get better lighting or something. So what I'm doing is gathering at the top, holding at the top, and then taking the wire wrapped around one of my fingers like that, and then grabbing at the top again so that the bottom is like kind of open instead of bunched up like I did the first one. I'm gonna do that a couple times and then, I don't know, maybe about 15 times and then see how thick it gets. Okay, so I'm trying to get a better position. Hopefully this helps. So I went ahead and flared out the bottom again. Thinking maybe, okay, like I said, this would be the bottom of the dress down here. And I can take the ring that I made earlier and place that around there. So it'll stand up like this, but still opened up around there. See if I can get that. And by the way, I'm using some needle nose pliers and these little garden clips that I got from Dollar Tree. Okay, so I went ahead and bent in, you can kind of see it, the edges of the skirt so that it better hold on, I'm guessing, to around the ring. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and I don't know if hot glue will work for this or not, but I do have some on standby. Like I said, this is my very first time trying to make this, so whatever works, works. But I'm going to try and clamp this around here in hopes that it stays without the hot glue. It's staying so far. I just got to work with it more. And then once I'm done getting it around the ring, then I can go ahead and probably put some hot glue around it so to make it stay even more. Okay, so I went ahead and put the little angel's dress and attached it to the ring. So that's the bottom down here. And this is the dress, and this is where the head is going to go. So the same thing that I did down here, I'm going to do up here, but I'm going to do it lightly. So it's just like this. And then I'm going to do the halo on top of the head with just a few little loops. Not so thick as this one. So I'm going to put a couple drops of hot glue on here. As you can see, I kind of made a bit of a bird's nest down there, but it's staying, so no worries. I'm just going to add a couple drops of hot glue. Hopefully this is not too much. I'm going to set that to the side. Okay. So I'm going to take another couple of, I only got a little bit left, so I have to make this work. Another couple of inches of the wire. This time I'm just going to wrap it around my finger. Do a couple of loops. That. Like so. And then do one more. I'm going to cut that. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to take the starting piece. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. Take the starting piece right there and wrap that around so that it'll stay in place. Just going through it a couple times. And then I use the pliers to clamp it. And hopefully it doesn't poke me later on. So that's just a couple of loops right there. And then now I'm going to take another few inches, probably about maybe a half inch or two, about a half an inch. Bend it right there, like that. So this is the angel's head. I'm going to bend it right at the top and create another set of loops. But this one is much smaller than the head, so I'm just going to try to do it with one finger. And then I'm going to put that like so. Go around it maybe one more time, like that. And then go through it like I did the one at the bottom. Just weave it in and out so that it'll become a little sturdier and make that form for the halo. Okay, so here is the angel's head in the halo. See it from the side like that. And hopefully this glue is dry now. I'm just going to attach, the head to the dress. And this is so difficult. And all I'm going to do is try to loop some wire through those little holes right there that was created from the dress part, and hopefully it'll stay up. And then after I do that, I'm going to take two of these dress pieces right here that I flared out, connect those together, and attach some arms. Okay, so I'm going to take a few inches of the wire and try to attach the head. I think I just pre-cut it and hope for the best. So this is like 3 inches. I'm going to, it doesn't want to stand up on its own, plus my sewing table, my cutting mat is like really lopsided because I ironed on it once. Bad decision. Don't ever iron on a cutting mat. It actually says it on here, but I totally forgot. Yep, I did. Okay, so I'm going to attach it just like this. I'm going to weave it through, if I can actually get it. This is so hard. Okay. My nails are preventing me from lining it up. So I just put it through one of the loops, like that. And go ahead and weave that back and forth, like loop it around, so that it'll attach. And I'm going to take the other part that I just left out and go around the other way and try to make some type of, I don't know, some type of knot on it, or like a loop. I really can't make a knot with this. I'm trying to get it as sturdy as possible. It's staying up there. Just want it to be a little more sturdy. Go around it a couple times. Okay. I take the pliers and clamp it on the very end, solely because it's sharp on the end, and also, you know, it'll help keep it stable. Okay, so that's attached, and it's pretty stable too. There that is. The next step is to make the arms. If I can actually pick up the little wire. So I think the easiest thing to make the arms is to just weave it through and then wrap it around. So we're going to separate these right here, like two little wires on each side, and have like a little gap going through. So it's a gap like this. And you're going to take the wire, I don't know, a couple inches. So I'm just going to see how much I would need. I think about in total for my little one, I have, what is this? This is roughly 9 inches. And so I'm going to fold it in half like that. So it's 4.5 inches on each side. I'm going to do it twice so it's not so thin. Okay. I'm going to cut that off. These things are not that great because I've cut so much stuff with them. Cut that off and just wrap it like this. Twist it. But keep the bottom part like that open, like the needle to an eye. The needle to an eye. The eye to a needle. Keep it open that way. And for the other end that has the 2 open ends, you just bend those down to create another circle. I need something to try to open that up a little bit because I've squeezed it too tight. Okay, there we go. So you keep wrapping, keep twisting. Going the wrong way. Okay. Let me bend this back a little more. There we go. So we have 2 arms. And all we're going to do is place them inside. So since it's inside now, you just, if I can actually level it right, wrap the arm inward and under and to come right back out. Just like that. And do the same for the other side. So here's the gap for the dress. Here's the arm. And put that through there. And we have 2 arms with little hands. Okay. Like I'm like kind of shocked at how this looks. So I think since this doesn't want to really stay up, I can add some hot glue on here somewhere to make it stay so that the arms are like kind of reaching out. Or even, maybe I'll just keep it like that. But I do want it to stay in place so it doesn't move. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue at the very back so it's not really seen. Like kind of in the middle. And hopefully that'll keep it from moving about. So I just put the glue at the very back right there. And while that is, let's lay it down like that. That's drying. And then go ahead and, I have like a little tiny bit left. Go ahead and make the wings. There's not that really hard to do. So I'm thinking the same concept as the arms. So just take a couple of inches. And I think I'm gonna make these a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna wrap it around all 4 of my fingers. I might just end up using the rest of this. Wrap it and wrap it and wrap it. Yep. Just use the rest of it. Okay. So you have that. I think I went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I went around 7 times. So going to, oops, if I can grab it. Oh. Take one of the loops and go around just a little bit because we need both of them. And then take the other loop and go around the opposite way of the other little, and you should have something that looks like this. So I think I'm going to pinch it in the middle. Pinch it in the middle like this. Flare the wings out. Like that. And take the tie that we had for one of the ends and wrap it so that the middle, it stays in the middle and doesn't come undone. Need to use these pliers. Alright, so now we need to attach the wings to the rest of the angel. Gonna move the arms out the way. And I don't have any more wire, but I do have this little piece that's at the very back of the angel from when I did the wings. I'm going to wrap it as best as I can around the center portion in between the head and the arms. This is like, I know this is so hard to see, but you just wrap it as best as you can, and more than likely we're going to use a little bit of glue to keep it in place as well. And then just configure it how you think it should look. Add the hot glue at the back. So that it stays. And this hot glue is clear, so you won't really be able to see it unless you're looking for it. This is a very, very basic, I use all this, very basic angel that I wanted to try and make. And I think it really came out really good. Just something really basic. Hopefully this was a guide for someone because this was my first time making something like this, and I've never made it nothing like this before, so I think it came out pretty decent. I'm going to put it on a tree and see how it looks. I think it's very basic, and I like that. This is a very simple tree that I made. I really like it. Well, thank you all for watching, and I really appreciate you